One note I wanted to add about assembling your wind spinner is that on the wind blade, you will notice there's the bearing. Those two outside Allens will be tightened, and then on the back will be the 3/8 bolts. Those should be tightened, and you won't have to do anything with those. If you ever needed to, tighten them down. But right here is what I wanted to point out, is that these little Allen screws are what hold the blade onto the rod, and they have to be tightened down. There's one right there that I left the Allen wrench into so you could see it. And then also on the other side there too, the little black Allen screw. And those both have to be tightened down once you get your wind spinner blade positioned on the rod. There's 2 per bearing. So if you get a wind spinner that has up to 4 bearings, that means you'll have 8 tiny little screws that you'll have to tighten down. These bearings take about 2 weeks to fully break in because they're made with a waxy substance, and that has to burn off before they can move freely. Sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more. The stake assembly just stacks together and makes sure that the bottom U portion is fully buried under the ground. Other than that, once you have the tail assembled, simply drop this portion of the rod on top of your stake. Very simple assembly, only take a few minutes, but you must remember that that has to be tightened down, those little Allen screws, otherwise your blades are just going to fall off. And then remember to oil those blades at least a few times a year.